Sag doch dir Verla. Blue Isle Studios. Parsec Productions.
Go.
Midnight City.
City?
City.
British?
Hey, yeah, my name is Seb and welcome to Slender the Arrival. It's on Steam.
Hello.
Hi, and I'm with Yellow. Difficulty question mark? Weird. Gamma adjustment. I'm just gonna cheat a bit.
Why don't you just cheat all the way?
I don't feel like it. Start the game. Like many mountain towns, that game. Horror, 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 horror. So often are we guided by our devotions, our love, our affection.
Our need for pizza.
A bond that pulls us down paths, not a bargain.
Pizza.
And when you find yourself alone, a sea car. Okay. How far will it. You. Whatever. Look, it's midday. Wonderful. Whoa, whoa. Hold shift to run. Land for sale. Nice.
Do you have a stamina bar when you shift?
I don't have one visible, but like, yeah. Speedrun.
Speedrun.
Blue Isle Studios proudly presents. Proudly, huh? In association with Parsec Productions.
I hate that font for the devotion.
Why?
I can't read it.
Alex Tintor. Brendan Frank.
Brendan Frank.
Garrett Marx Mark Hadel. Ashley Marie. Ashley, whatever.
Ashley Moore.
Yeah, I know. Kenneth Ma, Thomas Nguyen und Michael. Whatever. Troy Wagner, Tim Sutton, Joseph Daleage.
I need somebody to make a clip reel comprised of nothing but Zelt being overly German.
It's funny to pronounce the names like that because they're not pronounced like that in English, but in German they do.
But you can go all the way back to China Dog from the Velveteen Rabbit.
I'm sorry that. I'm
It's supposed
sorry
to be
that.
China. It's spelled like the country of China, and you pronounce it China.
Yeah, that's how you do it in Germany. Yeah.
You are very silly.
Großmann.
Todd. Oh my god, they
don't
drew me
have-
on the wall.
Wow. I can't thank you enough for coming all the way to help me out. It's been a pretty rough road trying to sell this old place. I wish I'd returned you sooner. You have no idea how happy I'll be once this is all behind. Love you always, Kate. Phone line seems to be dead.
I can't thank you enough for coming out. Homosexual.
Wow.
Flashlight. With an A.
Flashlight. Batteries, extra tape, lighter, cause lock the house.
Creepy garage. Creepy garage.
Thank you for calling last night. It probably sounds dumb, but it was good to hear your voice again. Got to hear that Lauren had been doing well, really well too. But yeah, about what I always said. I'm not sure what to think of it yet. What are the odds of two people having the exact same hallucination? Could it really just be a coincidence? I have to go to my doctor today for some routine stuff, so I'm going to try and casually bring this up to see what he says about it. I'll let you know how it goes. CR.
Wait,
And
look at
later
the plant.
time. Then later. Oh no.
See? The plant is dying.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
plant outside the room looks like it's dying too.
Yeah, I know. They're spawning.
Gmod prop hunt be like.
Are you a player? Are you a player?
They drew me on the wall. Look at it, it's me.
What the fuck? I really glitched out just a second ago. Really be like.
I don't know if it's just my screen and the way that it's being streamed over to me, but the camera looks like that it's looking at radioactive shit. Radiation.
I don't know.
It's a nerd joke.
Okay.
Would you like me to explain the nerd joke, or did you understand it?
Explain the nerd joke. Oh lord, let's just spawn them.
When modern cameras and even some of the older cameras are pointed at radioactive objects, the radiation basically cancels out what it's picking up. So it doesn't hurt the camera, but the final image is really blurry and it's got splotches on it,
Oh,
where
that's
it's
cool.
just miscolored.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Oh, weird. If I would zoom out, I could expect just normal. Without me pressing anything. That's actually cool.
And it doesn't actually have to be too large of an amount of radiation, too. It can just be like potassium. Potassium is radioactive, but it's not very radioactive.
Oh, I think I started the game. I think she was one of the proxies.
Hey, look! I'm drawn on the wall. Oh, no!
I think she was one of the proxies. Do you know what a proxy is?
No.
In Slenderman? It's basically one of the Slender followers.
Hmm.
People who are, you know, working for the Slenderman.
I'm completely unfamiliar with the lore.
Yeah, the people made up, you know, shit, cause they liked Slenderman so much, like that they're like proxies, who like give themselves to the Slenderman. You draw like a logo on your like I don't know, hand. One of my friends did that one, old friends at school, where you just draw a symbol, like a circle that is like crossed out, you know?
Yeah.
And with that you're saying, yeah, Slenderman, I'm with you, I like you, you're pretty poggers. And
Gets
offer
eaten
yourself
by
to the
Slenderman.
Basically, I think so. Either you work for the Slenderman or you're like a slave with no real other will than to, you know,
Help the slander.
yeah. You work for the Slenderman.
You know what? I'm slender. I'm a man. Why don't people give themselves to me? Sure, I'm not black, but what's the matter with that?
The Slenderman is pale white.
Even better. That's
He has a
describing me to a
black
T.
suit. I remember playing on the swing. Okay, it's when we were kids.
He has a black suit. I
And the
have a
blacks,
mostly black suit. I don't have the jacket for it.
you can dye it.
There we go. I could be Slenderman. I could effectively be Slenderman. Why don't people draw on their hands to give themselves up to me? Why can't I have a cult?
What the fuck just happened? Did I just trip?
I
This
don't know.
isn't Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Also, I can't hear any of the audio.
Yeah, I know, I'm streaming my screen to you, not really.
Okay. I'm just letting you know, I'm completely deaf.
Yeah, I'm aware.
So I was unaware there was a scream until I saw it, and I didn't know why you said, huh, I think I started the game.
I kind of really was like with the music, like. I think I need to go over there, you know, to that one weird thing.
Bus. Not a bus. Generator.
What's a generator, yeah? Why
Did
is
you
there so
say
much
what's
fog?
the generator?
That's a generator. Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes I don't understand what you say.
That's okay. That's a generator. Do you see that?
Oh my god, guys, it's me! Look, they added me in the game. It's a me!
I think he's floating, actually.
It's a tall, skinny white man.
Do you see the one of the feet is standing in the height? He's actually floating. At least in game in the lore he's actually standing here, but like in a video game he's actually floating. It's like the probably part of the skybox. Not really part of the skybox, more like an entity.
A very small
that's
amount that I
floating.
know about Slenderman is that you're not supposed to look at him. Meanwhile, you looking directly at him.
I was actually like very careful, like if I would die, if there would be a crisp thing, I would have directly looked away because he could have killed me.
Yeah, all I know is he's got tentacles. People simp over him. I wonder why.
He's a big tall man.
Big
no
tall
face.
man with no
What is
face.
there not to love?
Tall, skinny white man with no face, who dresses very dapper. Basically me.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Why don't they make a horror game about me? Can't it just be any tall, skinny white man who dresses nice? This is...
He's also folklore, creating the creepypasta. So that's just...
Have you seen this child? No, I can't say I have. That's a very ugly
Item
child.
added to your scrapbook. Oh. I think he was somewhere and then disappeared, I think.
Possibly.
I hope I don't have to get 8 pages or something.
Yeah, that's like the only other thing I know about it. Somebody had said something about mirrors. I don't know if that one's true though.
But about
It's like
mirrors?
something about mirrors. I don't remember. This was
In the
years and years
original
ago.
game, it's 8 pages or something.
Huh.
That's why it's called Slender, the 8 pages.
You should play that game.
I already did.
Oh,
A year ago. Exactly a year ago. When this comes up.
actually, never mind. I'm stupid. I think I already watched it.
Yeah, he edited it.
I edited it?
He edited it. You know who?
Ah!
Yeah.
How long was it? I think
A year
I
ago.
remember. How long was it? Not how long ago was it?
About 30 minutes.
I think I vaguely remember something about it. Either you mentioned it, or I watched it, or I watched part of it.
Yeah. No, I don't know what I should be doing here.
I doubt I would have watched the whole thing because
That's
I don't
when he
like
edited it.
horror.
Of course, yeah. But I also made
Edited
it
it.
funny.
Just saying, edited it. Edited it. Edited it.
I think I need to go into that decrepit house over here. Yeah, it already makes a creepy sound. Yeah, I think I should go over there. Also, I think I should turn down the music since I don't want at the end to be like No one can understand you.
Secret tunnel.
Yep, there we go. You should be in.
Average American house. Imagine if you turned your gamma up all the way.
I don't wanna, because, or else people might not understand you. But I also want to have, like...
I said gamma, not volume.
Where can I do that? I wanna do that as a joke. Oh god, look at this. They proudly present, you know?
Proudly presenting flashlight.
Oh.
Wow, that didn't make like
Oh yeah, it
barely any
actually made a
difference.
lot. It made a
Well,
lot.
I can't see a lot of it on this end.
Yeah.
Mostly because the graphics are terrible coming over here.
Yeah, I can understand.
Average poor American house. Real
Best
not
American
clickbait.
house, the best house in America.
Well, not the best one. Ah!
Is that a proxy?
That can't be plot relevant.
Can't be, you know.
That's just fucking weird.
If that's how proxy looks like, I don't think my friends back then knew what it means to be a proxy for the Slenderman.
Creepy.
It also makes
Looks-
creepy noise, so just imagine creepy noise to that.
I don't think I wanna.
Oh.
Oop.
Well, it's gone.
It's gone. I wonder if that was Kate.
Can't be it, you know?
Can't be. That'd be preposterous.
Oh, I'm on the honors. Oh! Oh! I'm gonna buy this house.
What a nice little house. Middle of the woods. Coke addicts in it.
Probably gonna fall into my head, you know? Oh, yeah, it's worth like 100,000 per night.
Huh, I wonder why it suddenly seems like it's darker outside overall.
Probably because it goes. I love how in every standard game it's like. In the first game, you can say, yeah, the woods are doing that, you know. But here it's like, the ground is darker than Table's humor, and the sky, it's like. It's daytime. It's daytime. It blinds you, you know.
Reasons why you should turn up your gamma.
Yeah, fair enough. At this point, fair enough. Is
Just
my game
fucking Ricky.
Is my game not responding?
Oh no.
My game is not responding.
Oop.
The developers proudly present Slender: The Arrival.
Developers proudly presents.
I spent $8 on that. Is my game not responding? No, my game should be responding.
Bean tuning.
What the fuck?
I guess you just gotta wait a bit. Or just spam all the buttons.
I spammed all the buttons, now I'm gonna wait.
And if it takes too long, then you just, I don't know, close the game and restart.
Or end the episode, because that shit's fucked.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, I wanted to talk about something about while we're waiting here, I'm gonna talk with you about, we're gonna make a little podcast. I'm gonna talk with you about the Slenderman, because I read a couple of Slenderman creepypastas during the Scary Month. And the first ones were like, what was it? I'm gonna get up the wiki, wait a second. Please. I'm gonna make a new window, I guess. Sure. Oh, would you look at that? Whoop! That's good. Okay, Slenderman. I just need to rename.
Mhm.
Creepypasta star. Because one of them is like about like a German family. It was translated apparently, but I don't think so.
Mhm.
About how their sheeps die and shit. It's like very old and shit. It's meant to be very old. We all know it's fake, but whatever. That's just act. And that German family was like, "Ah, that's weird. Why are sheep dying? That is weird. I can't do so." So,
You calling the plural of sheep sheeps?
oh shit. Hmm. Creepypasta stories. Okay, where are they? Do I need to go into my channel?
Me when the German chupacabra is Slenderman.
What? Really?
Mhm.
Don't. I'm gonna go into my
Sometimes.
channel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I remember dumb little things. Like me being an American, grew up with things like, oh, El Chupacabra. That's a thing that's like Mexican or Southern. And then there's you guys that don't have that
We
because
don't.
you're
The
in
Sl-
Europe.
the Slenderman isn't even a myth. Germany. It's something that originated in England, in America. So it's not even a
I
myth.
know, but it's a thing where my brain doesn't comprehend that you probably wouldn't know what the chupacabra is.
What is chupacabra?
Chupacabra.
I don't.
Chupacabra. It's
Yeah.
basically an old legend that nobody really believes in, that it's a sort of cryptid that steals and eats herd animals that people use in farming, like sheep or cows or goats, usually sheep or goats,
We passed.
and it eats them. And if I remember right, it like eats them out of the skin and leaves the skin, or it just swallows them whole.
Huh.
Now, usually this would just be a coyote, because coyotes and wolves will just fucking eat people's shit, because they're coyotes and wolves. But some coyotes look pretty fucked up. So they saw one and was like, oh my god, that ain't anything from Earth. Let's call that something different, because that's fucking weird. That shit
Shit.
looks weird. Have you ever
Yeah.
seen a coyote?
Uh. No, not in real life.
I have. They look terrifying. Think
Jeez.
of like bad taxidermy, but it's a living animal.
I only know coyotes from the cartoons.
They like you'll find pictures of really healthy ones that like they
Yeah.
made them photographic
Yeah, I see.
and they're actually good pictures of them. But you find one like actually in the wild, they look terrifying. They're demonic looking. So I don't blame them for looking at this thing and going, "What the fuck is that? What is this? I don't like it."
It's
And
still not
like you'd
responding.
find a bunch of them because coyotes they hunt and eat in packs. So you'd see a bunch of these demonic looking things that probably haven't eaten in like over a month. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? What was in those tamales, man? What was in my dinner?
Shit. But yeah, back to
Yeah.
the Cinnamon creepypastas. The pastas involving them are der Großmann, which means the tall man in German. Götterdämmerung, which means like God, whatever, like
Mhm.
God darkness, whatever. Schlangwald, which means slim forest. The blank face, the Slenderman cometh. The tall man, tall, thin, and faceless. These are the passes involving the Slenderman. The first one, which is the oldest translatable account of the Slenderman, called der Großmann. It's a thing in the 16th century in Germany, and someone child is gone called Lars, and they talk and they say, "May God forgive me," blah blah blah, that they should have listened or something, and sheep died or something. The
Ah,
second one,
damn.
Mhm.
Ah, damn, my child and sheep are dead.
The second one plays in Berlin, Germany, April 30th, 1945. Do you know what that happened on that date?
No.
The person, the person who has killed Hitler was there and killed Hitler.
I saw a meme recently that was my grandpa was a war veteran that fought in World War II. My grandpa killed Hitler. What?
Yeah,
Oh.
I actually have narrated that too, and Hitler speaks in that creepypasta, and the Slenderman too. The Slenderman talks to Hitler.
Does Slenderman make Hitler kill himself?
In that creepypasta, it's unknown whether Hitler died or not by the Slenderman or Hitler killed himself at all. And he takes him away somewhere.
Yoink.
I mean, there's a reason why apparently people say that Hitler's corpse hasn't been found. I don't know whether that's true or not, so I don't want to say anything wrong. Whether so yeah,
I
Götterdämmerung.
Google that.
Yeah, but yeah, it's so weird because you think of Slenderman like that weird creature that, but then he just talks to Hitler, saying he's a pathetic man and shit.
Mhm.
Here's some quotes. Here's some quotes. The first one he says is, "Strange, you were not to see me as I observe you ending your life," to Hitler. You're remembering now. This was on. You have been declared a failure, like Hess, Göring, and Himmel. That you see and speak to me means that things have perhaps changed. Hitler also says they all abandoned Germany at her most dire hour. They would sell us to the United States as slaves in the filth. Failed. Blah, blah, blah. You're a pathetic man, ruler of our dying empire. Your hubris brought things to where they are now. I can't believe. I just can't believe someone wrote that. Schlangwald is a poem or something. Yeah, it's a poem. I don't know if I have read Blank Face. I think so, though.
Mhm.
And after that, I haven't read it. The Blank Face actually plays in the United States, finally. The Slenderman finally thought after whatever how long he was there, like, torturing those Germans is fun. But I speak English.
I'm
Let's go.
sorry, I was reading an article while you said all of that, so I
Yeah.
don't know what you said, but apparently they did find Hitler's body, and they actually medically proved that he took cyanide and then shot himself in the head.
That's cool.
Yeah. So they did find his body, and he had a bullet hole in his temple, and there was evidence on his teeth apparently that proved that he took cyanide. Man's dead. Man's very dead. He didn't run away to other places like some people think he did. No, man is very dead.
Good.
They found him on April 30th, 1945.
I mean, there he died. Oh, and Matt Slenderman apparently.
Meet Slenderman, his wife, who was there. Who are you talking to, honey? Oh, nobody. Don't worry about it. He had a wife.
I can't believe they made Hitler talk in that creepypasta. Like, I can't. I quote unquote had to read it for the video, so I was like,
It's Hitler.
they all abandoned me, abandoned Germany at her most direst hour. They would sell us to the United States, the Slavs, and the filthy
The filthy Jew. Oh, right, I'm German, I can't say that.
This is terrible.
What was ironic about the entirety of World War II, even if Hitler was Austrian, it was the fact that France, at the very end of World War II, World War One actually, 20 years beforehand, stated exactly, this is gonna last 20 years, and then Germany's gonna come back and fight us all again, and this treaty will be broken in 20 years by Germany, and this is all gonna happen again. 20 years, almost exactly 20 years later, guess what happens?
Yeah,
Some Austrian fuck,
but
with
at
the
least,
might of Germany, starts World War II.
yeah. I mean, Germany didn't start World War One. They started World War Two. Oh, they didn't start World War One. They didn't start World War One like a lot of people say on the internet.
Actually, World War One was started by Austria-Hungary because they were pissed off. And if I remember right, they they declared war on Serbia. Yeah, they declared war on Serbia, and then Russia declared war on them because they saw themselves the protector of Serbia. And then Germany declared war on them and France because France was in a treaty, quote unquote, with Russia. So they started storming France, but they went through Belgium to storm France. So the UK got pissed and attacked Germany.
People were just pissed.
Yeah, it was like, if you look at the history of it, it was all tied up really stupidly because there was a treaty here, there was an almost treaty here, there was a treaty-ish here that they immediately went off of. There was an almost treaty there that they had already broken, but they still upheld. There was another treaty somewhere in there that had just died at one point. It was all fuckered up. Then there was just Russia, like, I like the Slavs. I protect Slav. You guys are all Slavs. I angry at Austria-Hungary because you hurt the Slavs.
Oh well. Do you
I'll
wanna
be...
whether
Mhm.
to go back to Slenderman? Do you wanna? I find it firstly funny how the creepypasta fandom.com website talks about historical references. Brazilian cave paintings that go as far back as 9000 BC. And then there's just Slenderman. Egyptian hieroglyphics, German woodcuts, Romanian mythology, and English mythology.
I have one more thing to say about World War One.
Yes, please.
Do you know how it all actually started in the
How?
first place?
How
It
did
shouldn't have happened at any given point of this.
how
But
did
it
the
started
Great
with
War
the
started?
assassination. It started with the assassination of Franz Ferdinand. But the way that the assassination worked was there were like 8 people that were all lined up. The first person didn't do it right. The second person almost did it right, but didn't do it right. The third person fucked off. The fourth person fucked off. Like, all of them fucked off except the seventh person who went into a sandwich shop. So Franz Ferdinand, like, the second person had thrown a bomb at him, but it hit the guy behind him. So the guy behind him exploded. So he went all the way down to where he was supposed to be, angrily. And then he went around and he was planning on going back the way he came because he was part of a parade. And he forgot to tell his driver, "Hey, instead I want to go to the hospital because the guys behind me got bombed." And that was already after their turn. So they had to back into an alleyway, and as the seventh guy was walking out of the sandwich shop, he saw these guys, like, oh shit, ran over, shot them. And all of the 8 people were supposed to take cyanide, but the cyanide came from the same batch, and it was bad cyanide. So it didn't work, and they all just threw up everywhere. No part of that should have worked, and the only reason why the guy even died at the end of it was because the driver fucked up and had to back up into an alleyway and turn around. Only one of the people in that 8 people was actually executed for this, by the way, because he was the only one that was actually old enough to get executed at the age of 20. These were teenagers. Just imagine, like, first teenager fires and misses, second teenager throws a bomb. Then all of them just puking over themselves. One of them actually, I think it was the second person, ate the cyanide, started puking, went to jump into the river that was behind him to make sure that he died, but he didn't realize that the river was only like a foot deep and it was nothing but sewage. So he jumps in the river. He's trying to drown himself in the river, puking all over himself the entire time, covered in literal crap. And they found this guy like that. Can you imagine being one of the policemen to find this throwing up, shit-covered, thrashing teenager in the river? What are you supposed to do at that point?
Feel bad?
I feel really bad. I don't know how fucking Franz Ferdinand died in all of this. It was so stupid.
Those were unprofessional assassins.
They were incredibly unprofessional. You would have thought that a government-founded association that sent out literal murderers would have gotten better than a band of teenagers that did it wrong together.
Oh man.
World War I was hilarious with how it started. And just some parts in between. Like,
Anyway.
overall, it was a tragedy, but there were bits and pieces, man.
By the way, Slenderman is an open IP.
Isn't or is?
It isn't. It is owned by a person.
Sweet.
Yeah, so the public can't own Slenderman. It is owned by a certain person. The one who made those Photoshop photographs of Slenderman. Those creepy, you know the ones, yeah?
Yeah.
It is owned by a person and everyone knows who that is, at least should. So.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I can send you later on.
They're
But
probably
yeah,
disappointed in their creation at this point.
Hmm?
They're probably disappointed in their creation at this
I
point.
think I mean they made the movie. The Slenderman movie is officially made, not made by that person, but like this trash movie is like they gave that film company allowance to make the movie, so it's official. Anyway, it's been like almost 40 minutes. You want to say anything else? Oh shit, I think his internet is dying. And don't forget, we'll meet each other. I'll see you tomorrow.